It's Halloween time, and for our Halloween project, we made pumpkins. Now we're going to make black cats. The legends, lore, and myth around black cats have been around Halloween for a very long time. And from my research, not everybody knows where this lore comes from. However, we think of black cats as being symbols for evil or bad luck. Don't let the black cat cross your path. But in many cultures, it is actually good luck. And in the Egyptian culture, the cats can see those who have crossed over into the land of the dead. So maybe mixing the Egyptian culture with the Dia de la Muerta, the Spanish cultures, and celebrating those who have passed on, we're getting closer and closer to finding out why cats are so important in Halloween. You can research this at ovrs.com blog, everything you want to know about black cats and Halloween. And the OVRS stands for Oakland Eternity Referral Services. Special care for your special pets. Now, let's get ready to make 9 cats. And the reason we're making 9 is again for the lore that cats have 9 lives. Maybe some older students can use their skills to fold a paper in thirds. However, this is a very good way to make a perfect square. You might recognize this technique from our origami learning. Take one corner, fold it over to the other side to make a right angle and the hypotenuse where my hands are. Then you're, without creasing, going to draw the line from that side of the paper and cut that little rectangle off. This is your perfect square. Now you can take your ruler, measure out what is left over, the 8.5 divided by 3, and draw your lines. Following this, you're going to turn the page and draw your lines at the same lengths again. This will give you 9 even square boxes on your square paper. I have always been one to say if you don't know how to draw something, look up some samples. So here I have researched some samples of what black cats may or may not look like. These ones are just the faces of the cats. Some are happy, some are sad, some are mad. We'll start with the football shape. If you don't know how to make a football, draw a frown and connect it with a smile. From here, you can add rounded triangles for the ears. The higher up they are, the more alert or excited your cat will be. The more down to the side, the more angry or sad your cat will be. This is all about your preference. Open, rounded eyes are happy eyes. Closed eyes can be sleepy, sad, mad. It's all up to you. I'm just showing you that you want to color in your cat when you're all done drawing the face. You're going to want to do this with a black crayon or a marker. You can't see it very well with my pencil. Practice this technique as many times as you need to feel comfortable with it. You're going to need to be able to draw a cat's face in order to draw the other types of cats that I have here. Choose a random square and begin. You can even turn your paper. I'm drawing my football shape, adding my triangles for my ears, and adding some different eyes. If you can make a crescent moon, you can make this simple form of a black cat's body. Just make a little C, connect it with a larger C, and then draw your footballs and your triangles to make your cat head on top of your crescent moon cat body. If you want to draw a cat that is sitting upright, or even a cat that is looking down at the ground, you're going to want to know how to make the letter S. Starting with the letter S for an up and down kitty, you're going to have the top part smaller than the base. If you want to make a smooth transition from the head to the body, you're going to extend that curvature between the top C and the bottom backward C, making your S. Close up your S so it looks sort of like a letter 8. Even if your cat is a little deformed at this point, it's okay. There's no mistakes in art, and it will look so much better when we color it in with crayon or colored pencil. After making your S into an 8, you can add a backwards S for the tail and color that in. Add whiskers to the top part of your S and add your rounded triangles for ears. Your eyes are up to you if you want them open or closed or slits. Try different things and see what you like best. Here you can see I've completed all 9 black cats, and some of them are turned sideways or upside down. This is how I wanted my finished piece to look. From here, it's time to color, and I'm protecting my desktop with some scrap paper underneath. Using my alcohol-based markers are great for projects like this because they fill in all of those peekaboo spaces, but they often bleed through the page and might create a mess on your desktop. So make sure that you have scrap paper or newspaper, something under your desktop if you're using marker. If you're using pencil or crayon, you might also want to have that protective paper, so when you color to the very edge of your paper, it's not going over and onto your desktop. As I finish up doing my borders of my cat, you can see that I'm using my gray alcohol-based marker for the border of the cat, and I'm going to use my black marker for the interior or the fur of the cat. I love the way these markers smell, but when you're coloring it in, add a little bit of texture. You can see how my hand appears to be shaking, going back and forth. This is how I look like I'm adding texture to the fur. If I want a smoother look, I'll take longer strikes at the page with my marker. Don't color in those eyes or you'll lose them. Remember, markers are hard to erase. Once you're done coloring in your black cat, you can use different colors for the eyes and the background. I like my cats to have funny colored eyes, so some are yellow for happy, some are blue for sad, some are red or pink for angry or upset, and some are just different. From there, I'm going to be drawing a circle with a yellow just so that I can see the moon behind my cat. Another thing about Halloween is black cats come out with a full moon. And this year, in 2020, we're going to have a full moon on Halloween. Notice how I'm using my tracer or my jar and moving it about the page, I'm not completing my circle because I'm staying inside of whatever square I'm using. Some cats may not have a moon in their picture. That's fine. But adding this little bit of bright color helps with the background popping and making it different. You want to make sure that your background color reminds you of nighttime, because we don't go trick-or-treating in the day, we go at night. That's why I'm going to color the background in red as the sun sets, in blue and purple